Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group 8, which includes Luqman Al-Hakim, Akma Iman, Muhd Qatadah, and Faris Farhan. We are going to present about fixed partitions in memory management. Now, let us tell you what fixed partition is. Fixed partitions is a contiguous memory allocation which the process is contained in a single contiguous section of memory. Each partition only contains exactly one process, and the degree of multiprogramming is limited by a number of partitions.
Hello, my name is Luqman, and now I'm going to present about how process allocated into each partition in the memory. Remember, one partition equal to one process. For example, there are two jobs, which is job A with the 200 kilobyte size and job B with 100 kilobyte size that are waiting to be inserted into the partition with a size of 200 kilobyte. Let's go to the example 1. We have two processes, which are job A for 200 kilobyte and job B for 100 kilobyte with one partition with size of 300 kilobyte. Job A is allocated into the partition 1 and produce free space with amount of 100 kilobyte in size. The additional 100 kilobyte of free space is called internal fragmentation. Now, job B try to enter into the free space, but job B cannot enter because one partition can only accept one process even there is 100 kilobyte of free space. Let's go into example 2. Using the exact process from example 1, but only additional partition have been added. Now, the memory have two partition, where partition 1 have 300 kilobyte of size and partition 2 have 200 kilobyte of size. We allocated job A into partition 1 and produce 100 kilobyte of internal fragmentation. Then, we try to allocate job B into the second partition. Now, job B can be allocated because partition 2 is free and have the same amount or higher size than job B. After job B is allocated, 100 kilobyte of internal fragmentation is produced. Remember, even if the second partition is free but the size is lower than process, the process cannot be allocated into the partition. We move on to the next example. In this example, we have four processes, which is job A, B, C, and D, and three free partition. After allocated job A, B, and C into each free partition, partition 1 and 2 produce some internal fragmentation. However, job C use full space of partition 3 and no internal fragmentation have been produced. Now, job D cannot be allocated because there are no free partition, which means job D have to wait until any allocated job finish process. After job C finish, partition 3 become free, and then because partition 3 have equal or higher size than job D can be allocated.
The advantages of fixed partitioning. First, easy to implement. Second, little or less overhead. The disadvantages of fixed partitioning. First, internal fragmentation. Second, limit process size. Third, limitation on degree of multiprogramming. The conclusion is, algorithm needed to implement fixed partitioning are easy to implement. The partition size cannot be changed because partition size is fixed but may vary in size. Processing of fixed partitioning require lesser access and indirect computational power.